Welcome to the Pastor Chira Show. I'm Pastor Chira, and today we launch. We launch into new territory. We launch into new mindset. We launch into new relationships. You ready to launch out? Come on and launch out with me as we go into this conversation on today. But I want to say, this conversation on today is not a new relationship. It is not new at all. And I want y'all to know that I'm excited to reconnect with this young man who we was talking earlier. We know since we was teens, like teenagers, yes. And I'm excited about his career, his growth, his maturity, just who he is as a man. And I am talking about none other than Chris Gees. Yeah.
What up? What up?
Chris!
Chira! I'm sorry, Pastor.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Chira! Hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
I am excited. Can you tell?
I'm excited as well. I
Oh, my
am.
gosh.
I'm excited as well. You know, I've been doing this entertainment thing for a while, so I had to act like we weren't already talking. But you did mention it. You know, I'm already excited and pumped from our conversation.
From our conversation.
Leading up to this, yes.
I am so elated that you are here and my guest today on the
Oh,
Pastor Chira
thank you.
Show.
Thank you for having
Oh, man. But
Thank you.
before we start talking, can you just
Yes.
do me a favor and introduce
Yep.
yourself to the viewing audience?
Yes. So first of all, I'm gonna start here because of our friendship, our relationship, and this being the Pastor Shira Show. And so to the divine, we pray, we ask that you cover us during this conversation, be with us, bring joy, bring laughter, bring great conversation that will encourage, uplift, and inspire, if just one somebody, as we do what we do and we travel along the way. In your name, amen. Okay. What's up, good people? It's your boy, celebrity hairstylist and makeup artist, but furthermore, recording artist, your boy Chris Gees. Yo, hailing from North Philly. Yes, your boy's from North Philly, same neighborhood as my boy Kevin Hart. But now I reside in Hollywood, California, making it do what it do amongst the stars.
Yes!
What up, boo?
Whoa! You better do that. Now listen, you
If we
better do it.
gonna do it. Yeah, yeah. If we gonna do it, we gonna do it.
We gonna do it.
Yeah,
Thank you for starting us
yes,
out in prayer because
absolutely.
listen, because we don't do anything without prayer. We've never
Yeah,
done anything
never.
without prayer. That's what we
And
do.
just I've seen it work, baby. Let me tell you, I would not be where I am without it. I
Mm.
would not be where I am without it. I often when I often speak, I let people know I'm a church boy all day, and there is nothing about that that's going to change.
That's right.
I am not ashamed
Mm.
of the
Of the
gospel of
gospel.
Jesus. Let's be clear.
Come on. Yes.
Come on.
Mm.
I didn't spend too much time on my face on Germantown Avenue.
Listen
And then
here.
when I was in Florida, listen,
On the
so
floor.
on the floor.
Mm.
Yeah, so, I understand that I have to adapt to my surroundings,
Yeah.
but I don't have to conform to my surroundings.
Chris.
And see, that's what people don't understand. There's a difference. No, I'm not out there kissing nobody's behind. No, I'm not out there doing nothing strange to get along. What I am doing is in my personal time,
Right.
continuing to be grateful, show my gratitude,
That's right.
stay on my face. And so when I do see you in public
Mm-hmm.
at the after party,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, I'm going to turn up because I'm going to have a good time.
Thank you.
But guess what? I already know I'm covered.
Why? Because what do you know? You know you got a foundation that's sure, a
Solid.
solid.
Solid. He said, don't build your house on sinking sand. Don't build it too near the shore.
What we
It
building
might
it
look
on?
nice, but you'll have to build it twice. And listen, this ain't no church stuff. This ain't cliches. I have lived it.
This is what we live. Yes.
This is what I live. You know, I'm a little black boy from North Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated with 2 degrees from the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University
Florida
on the
A&M.
highest 7 hills,
Uh-huh.
SC Florida. If you can't tell by the color scheme, still don't know how that happened.
But it did.
Still don't know where that money came from.
But it came.
But again, you know what I'm saying? Still, let me tell y'all real quick. Let me get this quick testimony. One about what I know prayer can do, and don't tell me what God can do. And so this quick little testimony is then just I guess a bird's eye view of what he was going to do with my career.
Okay.
So when it was time for me to graduate from FAMU, right, with a bachelor's degree in vocal music, okay,
Okay.
bachelor's degree in vocal music, yes,
Uh-huh.
performance. So I go to the people, I say, hey, can I sing a solo at the graduation?
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? Like, why not? So they were like, well, in the history of the university, nobody has ever sang a solo. Oh, great. I'd love to be the first. Thank you. So then the man is like, well, we can't let you do that because other students might want to sing.
Right.
I said, okay, but I am a vocal
Graduate.
music major,
Right.
graduating, performance, hello, degree from this
Right.
university. I'm the only one graduating this semester. I know for a fact. I'm the only one in my class
Wait, you
with
were the
my
only
degree.
one graduating that year with that degree.
I was the only
Oh,
one that
wow.
year. I was the only one to come in that when I came in,
Mm-hmm.
fall 97. I was the only one.
Okay.
When I graduated, I was the only one. In between that time, hundreds. No exaggeration. Again,
Came and
nobody
went.
but God. Nobody but
Wow.
God. So I tell the man, I said, if you can find another person that has this major and wants to sing, then okay. I said, otherwise, I'm singing a solo at my graduation at my university where I paid all this money to get a degree
Yes.
in vocal music performance.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. This is what
Thank
we're
you.
going to do. Yes.
So, needless to say, on May 1st, 2004, as I was getting my second degree, I sang Wind Beneath My Wings as a tribute to my grandmother, who was no longer with us.
Right.
In addition, my frat brother, who plays the saxophone and was an instrumental major,
Right.
I asked him to perform with me. And then the university band then backed us up.
Because you the first.
FAMU, FAMU, Marching 100
Mm.
backed us up. So don't tell me what God can't do. And I no limits, no boundaries.
Right.
Like Chira, these songs we grew up singing, man. We just little kids. Me and Frederick just on the front row singing all these songs. But listen,
Yes. Yes.
they say
It's
turn up a child. When I tell you them songs that came in handy, them lyrics,
they came in handy.
what you say?
But you know what I love about that story? What I love about that is that you didn't take no for an answer.
Absolutely.
It didn't matter what they said or how they presented it. It was like, no, I know who I am. I know my
Yes.
worth. I know what I'm adding to this. I know what this is going to do for you, but I know what this is going to do for me. I
Absolutely.
know. And you did not take a no for an answer. I want
Right.
everyone to know what this college offers in this department through me.
Yes. Absolutely.
And you did
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
But what you
Yeah.
didn't do, you didn't do it by yourself.
Right.
You brought somebody, which my
Absolutely.
friend came with me.
If I can help
Some,
somebody
come on.
as I travel along life's way, whew, it can't be in vain. If just one,
Just one.
for real, just
That's it.
one.
Because what the Bible say? Heaven rejoices over what? That's what it say. Over
How many
one.
people he came back for? Yeah.
How many turned around and said thank you?
Woo! Listen. Mm,
How about
yeah.
that? And that's
Yeah,
what you
man.
did. That's what you did in your act of being, come on, y'all gotta let me sing. Because this
Yeah.
is my gratitude of what
Yeah.
I got from this
Yeah.
university.
Yeah.
I'm
Ab-
showing my gratitude.
Absolutely. And so as I transitioned from living in Tallahassee, which I stayed in Tallahassee for 5 years after graduating out of
Did you?
obedience. I did. So in my
Wait,
mind,
wait. Out of obedience, what was that about?
oh yes, I'm about to tell you right now. So in my mind, Chris Gees was going sing his little solo,
Mm-hmm.
walk across that stage when they call me by my government name, get my little degree, get in the U-Haul, and come to LA.
Okay.
I was coming to Hollywood to be a star, baby. Like, for real.
Right.
And I really, in my mind, it was the day of because here's the thing. The day I graduated from Strawberry Mansion High School in the hood of North Philly,
Come on.
um, I left the day I graduated high school to go to FAMU.
Okay.
And so it was no big deal. I'm like, okay, I'm done this chapter, boom, close, I'm out. But my last semester, I joined this ministry that I was so reluctant to join because, and I'm gonna just be honest, I didn't like the people at the church.
Oop. That's
Period.
honest. That's honest.
I knew I knew all of them
Mm-hmm.
because of the FAMU Gospel Choir, because of the FAMU Concert Choir. You know, some of them were my friends,
Mm-hmm.
but majority of them I didn't care for, so I didn't want to associate with them. And so, Chris Lowe, Chris Lowe comes to me and he's like, "Geez," he was like, brother, he was like, I promise you, this church is just like home, bro. He
Oh
was like, it's
wow.
just like home. I'm telling you. He said, it's for Memorial of the South. He was like, bro, you gotta come. So I
Wow.
said, okay, Chris, I will come only because you are literally begging me.
Yes.
Little did I know, of course, that it was nothing, nobody but God. So I go to this church this one Sunday. It is literally Ford Memorial of the South. Yes.
Wow.
Shout out to Love and Faith Ministries, Pastor Lamar Simmons. Now, Love and Faith Community Church, Bishop elect Lamar Simmons.
Get
And
out.
so, yeah, so I joined the church
Oh wow.
third Sunday, my third Sunday visiting. I joined the church. I never forget it. Chris is like, man, like I knew you would love it. Long story short, the church had just begun. Like it was like
Oh.
maybe six
Okay.
months old.
Okay.
Long story short, I ended up staying in Tallahassee for 5 years after graduating because of Love and Faith Ministries.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I said out of obedience, because God told me to stay in Tallahassee because of this church and to help build ministry.
Right.
Fast
Which we
forward,
know.
little did I know I would become a part of the praise team. Of course, you know, naturally.
Right. Right.
Chris and I were over the music department. I was over the choir director. Then our praise team, we recorded an album. Um, if you listen to that album, it is Love and Faith Ministry, Spirit and Truth. You can find it on all platforms.
Okay.
And you can hear our other friend, Elder Pastor Frederick Spalding, screaming all over the live
All over
recording,
the place.
all over the place. You can
Right.
count on my best friend to bring that alto voice. So record an album with them. It's amazing. It's a blessing because again, this is like 2003, I think. And now that album is all over Pandora, all over Apple Music. Like it really is everywhere. To God be the glory. Because listen, if he said it, that settles it.
That's
His
it.
timing.
That's it. That's it.
Delayed but not denied.
It's not denied.
And so anyway, I stay at the church. We do great things in music. I start singing with Kim Burrell and Jonathan Nelson and all these different people. Uncle Stephen Ford, he
Uncle
comes
Stevie.
down. And
Yep.
so it is my goal at this point to connect Ford Memorial with Love and Faith. And so Frederick and I make that happen. We have what was our conference called?
Next
Next
generation.
Generation.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
NGFM
the church is
conference.
coming
I
together
remember
for
we
next
came down.
generation. All of that, like, wow,
Yep.
this is amazing. Being obedient, working. I'm now working at a hair salon and a barber shop all this time. I graduated from cosmetology school. I started working. I worked 2 years at a predominantly white salon
Oh,
because I wanted to get precise with cutting and coloring.
yeah.
And I wanted them to pay for me to go back to school, like continuing education.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked there for 2 years while working at a us salon on the weekends and nights. I could be there all night long,
Right.
getting everybody ready for Sunday, or if we had to
Right.
travel, or just doing our thing. Still
Right.
a church boy.
This
Listen,
is what we are. Right.
yeah, this is where we are. And then on the weekends, I worked at Supercuts because I wanted to work on my speed
Mm.
and my spectrum of ethnicities.
So you've always
So
been perfecting. This is
yes,
this is
yes,
what you do.
but not even knowing, like,
Right.
just always on my face, like always. I'm a college boy all day. I'm a frat boy. Shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
See that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm also in a music fraternity. Shout out to Phi Mu Alpha Fraternity,
Yes.
music fraternity. And so, like, I've not lived my life because I'm a devout Christian. I've not lived my life because I am sold out for Him.
Right. Absolutely. But and
You know,
because of that, you have gotten to where you are. You have obtained so much. God has blessed you in so many ways with so many
yeah,
gifts and so many talents. And you have gone here, there, everywhere. But we got to go to a commercial. We got to go to a commercial break.
commercial.
Yes, got to go to a commercial. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the other things that you've done, the places that you've gone, and then we're going to get to this
Into
song
the music.
that you just released that is fire. So we're going to the
Thank you.
commercial. Yes. And we will be right back. Don't forget to support our monthly artist, Chris Gees, and his song, Let It In. Go to YouTube and see the video, and you can purchase Let It In on all musical outlets. Support them. Go get it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Let's go.
Who says love's complicated? It's the only thing hated that doesn't care. God knows I've tried to find it in some outlandish places, but it was right here. Right here, right here. Hiding in tonight. Love is all around. I'ma let it in, let it in.
I know you gonna kill me. I know. We already at 20 minutes. We are at 20 minutes and I only got 8 minutes left.
I'm sorry, y'all. We can do it. We can shorten it too, or on another. Have to. I'm sorry. How are you gonna be 5 minutes late for your commercial?
I'm sorry. Listen, this is me and Chris. I'm sorry. I haven't seen him in years. This us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What you want me to do?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you in 5 minutes, and then you're gonna have 3 to be able to answer questions or do whatever. I promise you. Watch. This is what I do, baby. I create
Chris,
TV.
how about I remember when the bus came down to Tallahassee? I remember. So
That was
you're talking about it. That was lit. And
yeah.
we were standing in because it was the church was there, but there were the trees all around, and it was the dirt and the grass and we were all standing out there at the bus, and we were laughing and singing and doing all. We were out there, and we was like, how we
Wow, that
get
is
all the way? I remember.
yeah. You have a great memory. Yes.
Yes, I remember.
Man,
That
Frederick and
was
I
one
fought
of the
hard to make.
best trips.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so proud of y'all, man. I'm so proud of y'all.
Listen, I'm proud of you because listen, everyone is doing what God called us to do.
Yeah.
And everyone isn't pulpit. Everyone isn't choir. Everyone
Right.
isn't, we all have our part to play. And I'm about to go into it because you're playing a part. Your part that you're doing, Little Rod's part that he's doing, Mark's part that he's doing, Aaron's part that he's doing. Everybody is playing it. We're all taking everything that we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we are not letting it spoil. We're
Right.
not
Absolutely.
letting it fall to the rocks. We're making sure that we were good ground. My God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each and
Absolutely.
every one of us. And everything that we do.
I mean, there are people that myself, Little Rod, Mark Britt, there are people that we have access to and that we are able to cover, and these people will never know God on their own.
Nope.
Never be around never be in his presence.
Right. But because of
You
us.
know, it's because of us.
Because of us.
You would not believe how many times people will be like, I don't know what it is about when I come in your trailer.
You don't? You don't have to.
Yeah.
The Spirit of
You don't
God
have to.
dwells.
Yeah. That's them Bath and Body Works candles. That's all. Bask in it. Take it in.
Right. Basking all that.
All of it. All of it.
We're back. And we just heard a piece of Let It In by who? Chris Gees.
Me.
Yes, that's
Me.
you. That's you.
Hey, me, Chris Gees.
That's you. That's you.
Yo, so speaking of Let It In, and earlier I said delayed and not denied, right? So let me tell y'all real quick. So I stay in Tallahassee out of obedience. I'm about to buy a salon, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna just live here, but always still wanting to move to Hollywood to become a star. Da da da. So God releases me from Tallahassee. I move to LA. I start working in this salon, and telling the guy like, yeah, I came here to do music, and I'm gonna use, being a hairstylist, a celebrity hairstylist and makeup artist to open the door for my music. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So my first celebrity client is Omarosa. My second is Dougie Fresh. I'm cutting Dougie Fresh's hair. We talk about me being from Philly, and he's like loving his haircut. He asked me to sing. I sing for him. He walks out the room.
He walked out
So,
the room.
yes, he walks out the room. So then he comes back and he was like, I mean, it was all right. And I was like, well, that's cool. Like, my gift is not for everybody. So it's cool. And so he turned around and he was like, oh, he gonna make it. To the person that introduced this, he was like, oh, he gonna make it. He gonna make it. He was like, I like you and I like that answer. He said, I actually love your voice. And one day I would love for us to work together. So I'm like, whoa, my God, like I just moved here. So I'm like, dang, obedience is better than sacrifice. Well, years go by. I'm Dougie Fresh's barber for years. I do like the Grammys with him, um, American Idol, like all everything. Like, I'm his barber for years. He's coming to my house. He's listening to my music time and time again. He's like, nephew, you still doing music? I'm like, till the day I die. Okay, let me hear something. He would fall asleep because he'd be waiting for the guy that introduced us to get his hair cut. So blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. All while building this wonderful career, working with all these people. Um, God has blessed me to work with Beyonce,
Mm-hmm.
Oprah Winfrey, Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams, Tyra Banks,
Mm-hmm.
Dougie Fresh, as I mentioned, Casey, JoJo, Kevin
Okay.
Hart, Regina Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. I got some vanillas on there too, like Tori Hart and Lisa Rinna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, it's been amazing. My Hollywood career has been amazing. I've done 7 of Beyonce's biggest projects. I've been the key hairstylist for Lemonade, Homecoming, her Grammy performance when she was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
the VMAs where she broke the glass. Then we have the Super Bowls. In addition to doing Shakira Super Bowl with J Lo and Shakira, I was the key hairstylist for that. I've been the key hairstylist for several TV shows, Hip Hop Squares, Access Hollywood, um, soap operas. Yeah,
You know.
movies, the Wendy Williams movie, which I actually was in the movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because listen, he
Yep.
gave it to me. I'm going to use it. The Mahalia Jackson story. I was the department head for that movie. I was department head hair and
And
makeup,
makeup.
which is very rare that someone gets that job for hair and makeup. And so I was blessed to be the department head for that and the Wendy Williams movie, and be in both of them, as well as doing some voiceover things in Hollywood and just really living the Hollywood dream. But all this time, I'm like, dang, but I came here to sing, and like the singing
That's what
had
I was
dried
gonna
up.
say. Right.
Yeah, like the singing had dried up. I like sang background. I would like sing background for my clients. So
Mm-hmm.
that was dope because I was like getting 3 checks, like hair check, makeup check, background singer check. But and my friends was like, well, you could just do background, and if you want to stop the glam.
Right.
But one, they get stuck singing background.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I
Okay.
I love my peers in that arena, but I know great background singers that have been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like actors who like those actors that are in everything, but we don't know their name.
Yeah. But you see them everywhere.
But
Yeah.
you know,
They're all over. Right.
that's
Right.
background singers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That is
so
true.
this is my path, and it furthermore says, don't tell me what God can't do. And so
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
15 years later of being in LA, 14, Dougie Fresh comes through and excuse me, he releases his first album after 20 years. He asked me would I like to be on that album, and he used the song that he heard at my house one of the times he fell asleep. I swear. So, Age, Dougie Fresh featuring Chris Gees on all streaming platforms. Go check it out. You're gonna love it. It is a celebration to my beautiful queens,
Oh
to
my
my sisters. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And so as a result, that pushed me back into the music arena, and I stepped out on faith in 2020
right.
um, at at the end of the pandemic and retired from glam, just being obedient,
Wait,
not
so you're
knowing.
not doing makeup and hair? You're not doing that anymore?
Well, so now I do it just on big projects that fund my
Your
music, that
music.
fund clothing
Okay.
line, that
Okay.
fund my product line, and it has to be worthwhile
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
because I have retired out of obedience. But
But
in
wait.
that obedience,
So you can say where you want to go, what you want to do. You don't have to
yeah.
just
Well,
take it.
listen, again, out of obedience, this is a true story. I was in Martha's Vineyard. I was in Martha's Vineyard on vacation with my homies. We sitting at the table. This buzzing bee type of thing.
Uh huh.
You know, a bee, my phone rings. I answer on speakerphone. They asked me to work on the stuff that's out now,
Right.
and I declined. I humbly declined out of obedience because God told me to retire, and He hadn't released me to do projects yet.
But you knew what he said,
My
and you
homies
know
was
his
sitting at
voice.
the table like,
Yeah.
I know you did not just
I know you
tell her
lying.
no.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
But guess what? All it's gonna be is just it's on my resume. He has
Right.
blessed me with, so
So much.
you
So
know,
yeah. So I'm gonna
yeah,
be obedient. I'm gonna do what God
I'm
says.
gonna be
I'm
obedient.
gonna go
And
in His
so
path. I'm yeah.
out of obedience, again the song came out with Dougie Fresh. That pushed me back into the music realm. I was able to then release Let It In.
Mm,
And I literally was like, God, the person that I am is just love.
yeah. You are. You are.
I need the message to just resound love across the world.
Yeah.
Like, if this is what you're going to do for me after all these years, when I thought I was like, okay, I had become comfortable with that not happening.
Right.
But I also know the dreams I've had. I know
Yeah.
the visions. I know what He told me, and I don't know him to be a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should have to repent. If He said it,
It shall be.
listen.
It shall be.
And so 15 years after moving there with my goal, I was able to use my glam career to open the door for my music career. And now, because I have more than one song released, and I'll be releasing a few more singles back to back in the next coming
Are you serious?
weeks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so now I'll
No.
be eligible, like, I'll be a part of the Recording Academy, and then my music will be eligible for Grammy nominations and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. So next, I'm
Chris.
manifesting being on tour. I have a really good friend. I met him. I just worked on High School Musical, the musical, season 4.
Okay.
I was a personal to Dara Renee, who is the beautiful young sister on that show. And so they flew me from LA. I was in Salt Lake City for 6 months working on that show. And I met this beautiful young guy, Josh, who is the lead of the whole show.
Right.
And he too is a recording artist. And he's about to start this dope tour. He has an international tour first and then an American tour. And so
And
trying to
you're gonna be a
manifest
part of
hopping
it.
tour. Yeah, yeah,
That'll be
because I
great.
really just want to spread this message of love because he said, and the greatest gift is love above all these
Of these
things.
things, the greatest. Yes.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
you exemplify that. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you
yeah,
exude that because it's who you
yeah.
are, because you just love on people. You just love on
I do,
people
I
and you
do,
make sure that they
I do.
know when they leave your presence, they receive love. Not just the love
Absolutely,
of you, but the
absolutely.
love of
Because
God.
I'm not gonna shove my religion on anyone.
Nope.
And because I've been able
That's right.
to, I've been blessed to travel the world. I've been around the world 3 times. doing hair. This little black boy from North
North
Philly
Philly.
doing hair and playing in makeup has gotten me around the world 3 times.
Three
And
times.
so, because I've been able to be cultured and experience love
Yes.
in different cultures, and because of love and music, people, we don't even speak the same language, but you can feel the energy.
Energy. Yes.
You can feel the
Feel it.
energy of love. You can
Mm-hmm.
feel that spirit
Yes. Yes.
of
We feel
love.
it.
And so that really is the message that I want to spread. And some of my other music that's coming, it's love songs.
So
There's some
where can we
ballads.
get this? Where can
So
tell us how we can keep in touch with you? Where we can get your
yes.
music from? So where can we pick it up?
So first, you can follow me on all platforms at Chris Gees, ChrisGee, E as in Edgar, E as in Edgar, S as in Sam.
Yep.
All platforms. ChrisGees.com, which it'll then take you to all things Chris Gees. I have an amazing clothing line. As you
Amazing.
guys can see, this is
Yes.
me,
This
and this
is
is my
him.
signature,
Yes.
Chris Gees. And so it comes in a lot of different colors. Might check out the website because
Oh
it's
yes.
something for everybody. I got beanies.
Come on.
Little camo. That's my name,
Oh
Chris Gees.
yes. I like that.
Uh,
I like that.
that's my name. This is a sweatsuit. I have sweatsuits.
Uh-huh.
A lot
I love
of
it.
wear t-shirts.
I
So
love it.
anyway, Chris Gees, ChrisGees.com. Actually, February 1st, you'll be able to pre-order anything. I also have an
So that means
amazing
that they can do it now. They can do it now.
system. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Okay. So you can go right now. You can place your pre-orders. Check it out, chrisgees.com. But I also have an amazing hair care line. God gave me this in a dream. Canna Care by Chris Gees. It is a CBD infused hair care system.
Oh,
Yes, I have
Chris.
shampoo, conditioner, and
Oh,
a hair and scalp oil. The hair and scalp oil I personally formulated to help our people.
listen,
It promotes
Chris.
hair growth. It's
I,
for edges. It
I
is
gotta
for
have that.
eczema. It is for bumps. It is for braids.
Oh
It
my
is
god.
blessed. And let me tell you,
Oh my god.
it's changing lives.
I believe it.
You listen.
I know it.
Yeah. Oh, your hair growing, girl. Okay. Listen. But I ain't pushing my religion on nobody.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to, Chris. We don't have to. And that's the thing that people don't understand. We don't have to be
Yeah.
pushy. We don't have to push. We don't have to be dogmatic. You know what I'm saying? And just be
Yes.
we don't have to. It has to come out in who we are. We have to show
Yeah.
it. We have to show it. Chris, this was amazing. You
Oh,
are amazing.
thank you.
I
Oh,
am
thank you.
I just I don't have the words because I'm excited. I'm elated. I can't wait to hear everything that comes out, all of your music. I am going to continue to follow you because I've been following you all this time. I'm going to continue to follow you and
Thank
watch how God continues to elevate you and take you to places where you, my God, today, you're the example that we need to be.
you.
You
Yeah.
are, my God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are doing what he said. And because of that, yeah, let's go round 4.
Absolutely.
Let's go round 4.
Yeah.
I, mm,
Thank you
yeah.
for having me, my friend.
I love you. I
Thank you.
love you.
I love you. This is beautiful. I love your graphics. I love it's so professional. Your team. I just,
Thank you.
of course,
Thank you.
decency. I mean, excellence. I didn't expect anything else.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
I love you.
I'm humbled. I'm excited that we have this footage because one day, yeah, it's gonna bear
Yeah.
witness.
Yes. I
Yeah, I
love you
want him
so
to know
much.
my name all over the world
Mm,
because of his love.
that's it.
Watch,
What? I
and
know
I'm gonna
for
win a Grammy
myself.
for it.
Yes. I
I
love you.
love
I
y'all.
love
Thank
you.
you.
I love you so much. Listen, you can be who God has called you to be. You don't have to back down. You don't have to change. You don't have to alter yourself. You be authentically who God has called you to be. And I promise you, He will take you where He has for you to go to be the witness that He has for you to be. Don't compromise. Be like Chris. Do not compromise. Don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise your salvation. Don't compromise your relationship. Don't compromise. Because when you stay with God, you will go further than anybody in this world could ever take you. Stick with God, and I promise you, He will take you to places you can't even imagine. I'm Pastor Chira. This is the Pastor Chira Show, and I'll see you next week. God bless.